Let's talk about goats. Look at this little fellow, isn't he gorgeous? The day the goat got out. A true story. Hoppy really did arrive in the back of a car. His owner was moving out of town and he had nowhere to live, so he came to live with our other goats. We had Massey and Fergie, after mowers, if you know about what mowers are. And he also made friends with our Bernese mountain dog, Treacle. So it was just an ordinary sort of Saturday morning. The sun was shining, the flowers blooming, the cows in the meadow grazing and mooing. Those cows really actually did watch everything we did. They were so funny. They weren't our cows actually. We just let people use our land to graze on. And so we had some Appaloosa ponies, we had ordinary ponies which were very naughty, and we had cows who gave birth on Christmas Eve. It was quite magical there. It was just an ordinary sort of Saturday morning. The sun was shining, the flowers blooming, cows in the meadow grazing and mooing. Hoppy the goat was coming today. We weren't too sure how long he would stay. Hoppy arrived in the back of a car. He stared out the window like a great movie star. We led him through the old wooden gate to the overgrown meadow down by the lake. We thought he'd be happy with two other goats, so we left him there with some fruit nuts and toast. Back at the house, Mum hung out the clothes while I swept the path and wound up the hose. Such a beautiful day to be in the sun. Weeding the garden even seemed like fun. Except she's pulling out the flowers. We went inside to have a drink, but from somewhere outside we could hear a clink clink. Mum went to the window. She looked all around, but nothing appeared to make that strange sound. I went to the window. I saw something move. 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 horns and 4 hooves. Now Hoppy the goat was having a scratch right in the middle of the strawberry patch. Now I won't go any further with this because all the dads and partners are taking over this book. They like the ending, and I've had a couple of people email me saying that their partners actually go outside the room and enter at the end of the book. So you'll have to wait and see what that is. Gertie the goat wants a boat. This is not a true story, although we did have a lake and a boat like that. This is a law of attraction story. Sometimes it takes patience and perseverance, and there can be a few challenges on the way to reaching your dream. And Gertie the goat definitely has a dream. Gertie the goat lived by a lake with ducks and some geese and a bossy old drake. Gertie, she loved watching the boats rowed round and round like a great castle's moat. She wanted to float on the lake in a boat, so she watched what to do and she took down some notes. Gertie watched carefully how to step into a boat to make sure it stayed nice and afloat. She watched how to row and hold on to the oars and knew not to let them go whoosh overboard. Gertie imagined herself on a boat. Every day she filled herself up with hope. She saw herself floating around on the lake. She knew it would happen to her one day. Now she just needed a calm, quiet day so she could borrow a boat and float it away. Now, Gertie gets into a little bit of strife once she gets her boat, but it all turns out well in the end. Righty-ho.